Watch the move to your right. Yep. Same there. Move to your right. Know that you can see that.
Smila should be Smila, her name. That feet.
10 seconds.
Smila Sundell of Sweden is only 17 years old, but it's like she's been around forever. She's been fighting since she was 12. She trains out of Fairtex in Thailand.
And if you think Simone was an isolated case, you're missing the pattern.
Weighing in at 125 pounds, holding a Muay Thai and kickboxing record of 31 wins and 5 losses. Training out of Fairtex Training Center, representing Sweden, Smila the Hurricane Sundell.
This script has been running for years, and every single time someone thinks they've cracked the code, Dakota proves them wrong in the most brutal way possible. Birmingham 2015, 7 years before Simone's destruction. A teenage Dakota Ditcheva steps into the ring for a main event against Becky Caslin. At the time, Dakota was still a kid, barely out of her teens, fighting in regional Muay Thai circuits. Caslin, she was the experienced fighter, the tough veteran who'd been through wars. She looked across the ring at this young girl and made the exact same calculation Simone would make years later. Youth equals vulnerability. Inexperience equals opportunity. Pressure equals victory.
My name is Smila Sundell, and I'm a Muay Thai fighter. I was 12 years old when I started training. I started with Muay Thai in Samui when I moved there with my family. I trained for fun before. I didn't want to fight because I thought it was scary. I like basketball. Yeah, it wasn't for me, but my parents encouraged me to fight. They saw that I had potential, and after 3 fights, I started kind of liking it after I won fight.
Round 1 started, and Caslin came forward hard, throwing heavy hands, low kicks, trying to impose her physicality early, make the kid uncomfortable, make her second guess, break her mentally before breaking her physically. But something strange happened. Dakota didn't break, didn't even bend. She moved with a calmness that shouldn't exist in a teenager facing that kind of pressure.
But it's going to be another chin up there. Only a few seconds remaining. But it's going to be another chin up there. Second knock.
Every time Caslin stepped in swinging, Dakota was already gone, circling out, resetting distance. And every time Caslin committed, Dakota made her pay. A crisp jab snapped Caslin's head back. A body kick thudded into her ribs.
Smila Sundell, what a performance to stop the atomweight champion. How you feeling after such a big win?
I feel great, and I'm very happy I got the job done. And back with the KO, so that was nice.
A perfect 1-2 combination split the guard clean. By the end of round 1, you could see it in Caslin's eyes. That moment of realization. This wasn't going according to plan. The young girl wasn't folding, wasn't panicking, was fighting with composure that veterans spend years developing.
If I win this title, I will run to my dad and my sister crying.
But Caslin was tough. Credit where it's due. She didn't quit. She came out for round 2 with even more aggression, trying to turn this into a brawl.
Come on in.
Defensive. Oh,
We're ready.
so long and rangy.
Put away.
Oh,
And a power.
Now her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Make It Ugly forced Dakota into deep water. Dakota adjusted effortlessly, started mixing in different looks, teep kicks to maintain distance, clinch work when Kaslin got too close, knees to the body that made Kaslin wince and back off. Every tool Dakota pulled out was sharp, precise, perfectly timed.
I feel that I can beat anyone in this world. I know I have a big target on my back, but I enjoy it because it keeps me going.
เอาจนสุดของเขาที่เขาซ้อมไหวเลยครับบางครั้งก็ซ้อมจนแบบซ้อมไปด้วยร้องไห้ไปด้วยก็ไม่หยุดซ้อมแล้วเพราะตั้งใจความตั้งใจของเขา
Kaslin kept pressing, kept throwing, kept trying to land that one big shot that would change everything. It never came. Instead, Dakota picked her apart piece by piece. A cut opened above Kaslin's eye from a clean elbow. Her face started swelling from repeated clean shots. Her movement slowed as body kicks accumulated damage. Round 3 was systematic destruction. Kaslin was exhausted, damaged, running on heart alone. But heart doesn't stop elbows from landing, doesn't prevent knees from digging into ribs, doesn't change the fact that across from her stood someone operating on a completely different technical level. Dakota landed a beautiful jumping knee that rocked Kaslin badly. The referee gave her a standing 8 count.
Kind of said that I thought the PFL was, they were coddling this person, they were hiding her, all this stuff. But Dakota Ditcheva, man, she proved me absolutely wrong. She's fire. That girl she is fucking good. She's mean, she's nasty. She goes after people. She doesn't get decisions. She's knocking people out. She is making them quit. She is the breakout fighter because she won the PFL European thing, and that was all great. But this was the year, and there was a couple of ladies that were in that weight class you looked at with being Liz Carmouche and Talia Santos.
When the fight resumed, Dakota turned up the volume. More knees, more elbows. Kaslin covering up, just trying to survive to the final bell. She made it, but barely. The judge's decision was obvious. Dakota Ditcheva, unanimous. And in that moment, a pattern was born. A teenage girl had just systematically dismantled a tough veteran using nothing but superior skill, composure, and precision. Kaslin came in thinking pressure would overwhelm youth. Instead, she got a masterclass in Muay Thai technique and left knowing that age means nothing when the skill gap is that wide.
My earliest memory from fighting would be from when I was 4 years old, I would say. I do remember a little bit of it, probably because on the same day my brother ended up busting his lip in another fight by accident, so that's probably what I remember firstly about the sport.
Fast forward to 2022. Simone de Silva makes the exact same bet. Different country, different organization, different opponent age. Same mistake. She saw Dakota's youth, saw the short notice, saw what she thought was an advantage. And just like Kaslin before her, she paid brutally for that miscalculation. The playbook didn't change, Dakota's response didn't change. The result sure as hell didn't change. The result sure as hell didn't change. The pattern is crystal clear now. Opponent identifies what they think is weakness. Youth, short notice, perceived inexperience. They walk in confident, sometimes even cocky, convinced they found the angle that nobody else saw. And then the bell rings. Reality hits.
Brutal body shots.
That she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. And there it is.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack.
Bishop in trouble.
And that does it. First round finish, and Dakota Ditcheva silences the doubters.
That weakness they plan to exploit. It's a trap. Dakota's youth isn't vulnerability, it's explosiveness. Short notice isn't desperation, it's opportunity. What looks like inexperience is actually refined skill that's been developing since childhood. Kaslin thought relentless pressure would break a teenager. Dakota showed her that pressure means nothing when you can't land clean.
24 PFL season, Dakota Ditcheva still undefeated in the blue. Tyler Santos, a one-time UFC title challenger in the black. Thus moves forward. Oh, kick
to the face. Ditcheva showing off all the weapons and her considerable repertoire here.
Deep for sure.
Santos is in trouble.
She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again.
Simone thought veteran experience would control a younger fighter. Dakota proved that experience means nothing when you're getting dominated everywhere. Both walked in with a plan. Both left knowing their plan was obsolete before they even stepped in. What makes Simone's loss particularly brutal is the added layer of disrespect. Kaslin was confident, but she was respectful. Simone? That smirk, that head shake, that body language screaming, "This is going to be easy." She didn't just think she'd win. She mocked the very idea that Dakota was a threat. And Dakota remembered every second of it, because here's what people don't understand about Dakota. She doesn't just fight to win. She fights to make sure you remember why underestimating her was a mistake. Every slight, every dismissive look, every bit of arrogance, it all gets stored. And when that cage door locks, it all comes back as punishment. Kaslin learned that lesson through 3 rounds of systematic dismantling. Simone learned it through brutal ground and pound that left her bloodied and stopped. Different methods, same message. Disrespect Dakota Ditcheva, and you don't just lose. You get made an example of.